and gentlemen, boys and girls. What else? Okay, wait. Good afternoon. We are happy to be here with you for today's episode of Trend. And I'm not alone in the studio. I'm joined by our amazing guests. To my left is Easy, and to my other left is the beautiful. As you know me, I'm always partial to my gender. So I'm not just going to start with her name. I have the beautiful, the glowing. Adiola in the building.
Let me scream.
Yeah.
So when it came to the guy, they just said easy.
Yeah, Easy. Like we have Easy here, but we have no. You two, look at it. See the beauty sitting beside you.
Shit, man.
No, say something. Are you feeling the beauty? No, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yay!
Actually, like you're fine, you're good, but guys, but actually you look nice.
Thank you.
Everything, but so guys, welcome to today's show. I have Easy, I have Adiola with me. So we'd like to hear from you first, from Easy. Like just introduce yourself. What do you do? Who are you? And all of that.
Okay. So first off, my name is Angel Lozana. Easy OAP for short. I am a fine boy.
He's trying to clear himself.
Even if I did not say it. I'm a smart contract developer. Also a community manager for blockchain projects generally. What else do I do? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah, and it's a pleasure to be here.
All right, thank you. So Adiola.
Okay, so my name is Adepoju Adiola. I went to school. I studied nursing, but I'm not practicing. I am not in any way practicing. Of course, I would love to practice maybe sometime in the future. But yeah, I'm a registered nurse, registered midwife too, registered public health nurse. Don't say too much. 5 years in the university. I'm okay now. Yes, I'm a registered nurse and I'm a content creator. Create content. That's what I do for a living. Also, I just started my media company, Metamorph Media. So opened a content studio, Metamorph Studio, where content creators, podcasters, photographers, videographers can come and rent the space to create content, and it's very affordable, very affordable. So you guys can check us out on social media, Metamorph Media, Metamorph Studio, which is like really amazing. But anything that has to do with content creation, social media management, branding, marketing, digital marketing, event coverage, I'm your plug. I'm your guy. So yeah, that's what we do.
She came prepared.
Very prepared. So Adiola, can you tell us, like, what's the idea behind the studio, the creation? Like, why did you decide to do that?
Oh, thank you very much for that question. Okay, so the thing is that I realized that there are a lot of content creators, podcasters that they have ideas. They don't have a space to create this idea. They don't have the tools to create these ideas. Because when I first moved into Abuja, I think that was one of my issues too. And again, being a Nigerian content creator, most of our parents, if you are living with your parents, a lot of times parents don't understand that you are trying to create content. As you are creating the content, they say, no football, go and watch it. Go and do one thing or something like that. So I think I created this space for content creators, podcasters that don't have a space, basically, that don't have time, distractions. And there was this time where I was staying in this place where, as in, it was on the roadside. So anytime you want to create content like this, you just be boom, 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 boom. So it's mainly for content creators, photographers, podcasters, people that don't necessarily have a space to create content, or they don't have the right tools to create content. Because in our content studio, we have all of the equipment.
So it's just for them to walk in, sit down, record.
Yes, ask me how much it is.
How much?
15K for an hour.
Wow,
That's a
that's
fun
really
one.
That's
good.
me. That's my guy. I just want to. I'm honestly
It's
trying
more
to
like you're
make
Yeah,
doing a
she's a generous
giveaway.
person.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just want to make it as affordable as possible for content creators. Because if you say, let's be like 40K or 25K, 30K,
You
a
chase
lot of people
people.
will not
Yeah.
be. Isn't I'm just doing it for people that cannot afford it. Yeah, that's the people that I have in mind. Basically, there are a lot of bright people with a lot of great ideas, but they don't have the tools to bring these things to reality. So I think that's why I'm doing it. So.
At this
That's
point, we can
nice.
call her a humanitarian.
Honestly, it's like you're doing a giveaway. It's not about
You
the
can say that.
money. You
It's
just
not-
want to give back to the society. Oh, is it about the money?
Philanthropist. You can say that.
You want to give back to the society and
I
all
just
of
really
it.
want to help people.
All right, I like talking about content now. Easy. What do you think about it? I think years back, content was not really a thing. It was a few. In fact, it wasn't really a thing in Nigeria. Abroad, yes, but it wasn't a thing in Nigeria. Now we have people. You have children. What do you want to become? They're like, I want to become a YouTuber. What do you think about that? Do you think years to come is still going to be a trending topic, like what people will want to go into, or do you think it's just the craze of the moment?
No, I don't. I think it's life is always progressive. You know, there was a time where internet wasn't, easy. So we've had like evolution of the internet. We had Web 1, Web 2. Now we're in Web 3. I think we're even getting to Web 5 at some point. So in every of this evolution, there's actually been like trends. So now we're in a space where you can make money off content creation. You can make money off, posting content, creating content, or doing more generally on the internet. So I believe it's something that is only going to get bigger and bigger. Understand? And the only modality I feel we should do is put certain regulations around it so that we don't have too much crazy people doing too much crazy things. So there should be regulations to checkmate what you're putting out, so that we know you're putting out quality content, you're putting out something that is productive and all of that. But to say if it's just the rave, it's not the rave, it's going to get bigger because now we have streamers who are making ridiculous amounts of money. We have streamers. We have streamers. We have podcasters. Podcasting was like a wave since 2020 during lockdown up until now. We've had YouTubers. We've had creators on YouTube and all of that. So it's only going to get bigger, better, and my only hope is we can somehow put regulations so that we can control what people listen to.
All right, I think I see what you're saying, and I think it's a good idea, like so that we are not just pumping out content, anyhow content for people to consume. There's there's guideline and all of that around it. So what kind of content do you like to watch?
Okay, so I think earlier on I didn't say it myself. I didn't say it myself. I'm also a content creator.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yes,
Are
I'm also
you shy? You
Me?
say you should introduce yourself. You
No, no,
only
no, no.
talked
I
about
was-
a few things.
I was
Yeah,
being
packaging.
modest. I was being modest. Understand?
Okay now.
Adela was not modest. Adela just said yes, and she wants to sell our market, and she went all in there. I mean, back in school, I studied computer engineering, so in a way, I would say I'm still practicing in my field, even though it's like I'm not an engineer by title now.
Okay.
So but over time, being in my industry as a tech person, I've had to learn how to do podcasting. Before now, I used to be a radio presenter also, so I've had to do content. I have like my own page on TikTok where I talk about, I think mostly now I talk about things on moral grounds, where I get to just talk about maybe biblical things and just put people on the right direction generally with what I've learned. So I believe I will call myself a content creator even if I don't like the name because it's too generic. It's too generic. But I believe that content I watch are content that motivates me to be better. Content that pushes me to, sometimes I love humor. Don't get me wrong, I love humor. I think recently on my FYP on TikTok, if you're a TikTok person, so if I'm not working and I'm on TikTok, it's been this gorilla AI trend, and I've loved that because it's funny, it has like good sense of humor and all of that. But aside from that, I love comedy. I love motivational speech. Even though they say too much motivation not too good. I know I aspire to my goal. But yeah, these days I've been listening to a lot of Jim Rowe. I've been listening to Vusi and a lot of people. So it's like, yeah, those are my kind of content. So.
Nice. Adiola, what about you?
Me too, personally. I think I really love a lot of motivation. I like contents that expand my thinking ability, that will make me want to think, that will make me want to do better. I feel like there's so much more. Recently I watched a movie that told us, I think says that we are using just 10% of our brain. And I was like, what? Like, we are using 10%.
Just 10%.
Of our
I think
brain.
only dolphin use 20%.
20, no, I think it's 12. No, I know it's above 10%, but I don't know how many.
Dolphins are the only
number
creature
that use above 10% of their brains, and it just makes me imagine how wow. And also I've been studying recently in my Bible study. I've been studying about creation, leadership, how to, because I just started my company, so I'm trying to learn how to handle a company in the biblical way. So I'm just in awe of like how God thought about everything. I'm like, Lord, you're just gonna give me a little bit. It's a lot. When I was reading Genesis, I was just thinking about the whole concept of creation, and I'm like, what? And that's what content creation is. Because me, I don't think it's a small thing. I think as a creative, your mind should be running.
Think wild.
As in, so the thing, how I see it here is that God is the first content creator, not content creator, like
first creator. Yes.
So we are emulating God. We are trying to see how we can also bring things into reality. The way God, he must have thought about how he wanted the world to be, ideation. Then he brought it into reality. So I like content that make me want to expand my thinking abilities. And like Israel said, me too, I like to laugh sometimes. You just want to relieve stress. You like humor content, all those very funny content on TikTok that will just make you laugh and laugh and laugh. But I like content that will make you think. I like contents regarding marketing, because I think that's one of the cores that I'm going into now, how to sell, because marketing is the real deal now. What do you say?
It is. I mean, even in my field, basically, that I have been taking courses, even up until now. I take courses. I just finished, I think 3 weeks ago, I just finished a course on business negotiation, because regardless of what you do, there has to be marketing.
You need to, I'm telling
everything you do needs marketing.
You need to learn how to sell. So I think that's the things I like, marketing, things that make me think. And Vusi is my guy too. Vusi,
you see? we're in luck. And I think just to top up what she said, though, the principle to everything success, or the principle to leadership, sometimes when you read the Bible, that's when you realize that everything that has ever happened in this world is in the Bible. Principle to leadership is in the Bible. Principle to business is in the Bible. Principle, I was like, okay.
There's nothing that you want to know about that is not in the Bible. Nothing.
One of my favorite content, should we call him a content? Yeah, he's a content creator, but more than that, I don't know if you've heard of him, Myron Golden.
Okay.
Oh, please.
He's a guy, right?
Yes, he's a guy, and elderly man. Yeah, he's an entrepreneur. So he teaches people how to basically how to go about business, build your business, but he does it from a faith. Something about what he said. So he said that's where the idea for his business came from. So listening to him, it just opened my mind to the fact that there's a lot. Like we are not exhausting what God has for us. Actually, he has a lot for us if we can build out, like sit down with the word of God and read scripture and everything. But where do you like to consume content the most? Is it YouTube or TikTok or Instagram? of it. Is Facebook even still alive?
Facebook is they have their own.
They have their own. Oh,
They have their
okay.
own audience. And
But
a
I
lot
think
of people
it's
are on
more.
Facebook. Oh.
Yeah.
A lot, millions of people are on
On
Facebook.
Facebook.
You won't believe it. And Facebook actually pays a lot of money.
More than, but it can't be more than YouTube.
No. They
Uh-huh.
pay
YouTube
Nigerian
is still
content
there.
creators because TikTok doesn't pay Nigerian content creators. Instagram doesn't pay Nigerian content creators. It's only YouTube, and then Facebook now pays Nigerian content creators.
A lot of Nigerian content creators puts their content on Facebook.
Content on Facebook. So Facebook has audience. So funny how, yeah. But I think me personally, I like to watch so different kind of content,
Different platforms.
So TikTok is where I want to laugh.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say, because when you go at like motivational stuff, I like to be inspired. I'm like, this one that these people are talking. Is it that I'm not serious with my life?
No.
Because if I prefer going to YouTube when I want to learn something, because I also am a content creator. Obviously this, and other than that, I have my own personal platform. So I like to learn about YouTube, how to grow, and also how to, generally content stuff. So I like to go to YouTube. I watch Think Media. They are very good. If you want
I know
Think Media podcast, and then a lot of people share. So when I want to learn, I go to YouTube. But for entertainment,
it's TikTok.
TikTok.
So, you see, when you guys were saying, I was laughing. I feel like it depends for me. Like, if I'm in my work studio, right, and I'm working, then definitely it's YouTube, because I'm on my PC and everything is just connected. So I can just maybe take a pause from work and just watch videos on YouTube. And yeah, you watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and like from motivational to, I don't know.
Anything if you want to learn anything.
Generally. Oh, I also spend time watching anime a lot. So,
Oh.
All these weird dudes.
Oh,
I don't know.
we have one of them with us.
but when I'm back in the room, right? When I'm back in the room and I'm just laying down on my bed, it's probably TikTok. A lot of the times it's TikTok.
And is it still motivational
Yeah,
stuff?
like
Inspirational
it's
stuff?
all about what you subscribe to. Your FYP brings.
She's giving you a
That's
side
very
eye.
good.
No. Like your FYP brings you. I promise you. Like if we should play, let's say, let me bring out my phone now. Open my TikTok. The first two videos that you're going to see is probably going to be motivational.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. What
Yes,
I was giving you side
yes.
this anime, this thing. That
Oh,
is
I love anime. You can't beat that.
anime.
Anime is the
Kiriko,
best,
Kiriko,
man.
all those weird.
Okay, other
weird
than
people.
anime, do you watch movies?
The no was quick.
I've not even finished.
I haven't seen movies in like forever. I think the last time someone dragged me to go and see a movie was in a cinema, and I was sleeping. Like I literally was on my phone. And you know the weird thing cinema do? There's no network in the cinema. Like
Are you serious? Which cinema
there
is
is no
that?
network in the cinema.
Maybe
Literally all the
Abuja.
cinema I've been to.
The one
Inside.
in Ibadan, no, there's network, or maybe it's a new thing.
There is usually no network in the cinema. I don't know which cinema you guys go to. I even went to a private cinema recently, and there was no network. It was really horrible. So you're forced to see the movie. But I don't watch.
okay.
I don't watch movies. Like they will say
Why?
that I feel like it's a lot of leftist. It's my opinion. It's a lot of leftist idea being pushed, and
Yes.
I believe, like me, I'm a firm believer of what you constantly see is what you become.
Yes.
As much as I want to agree with you, I would like to disagree because there's so many movies that I've watched that they have transformed my life. You know that the last time I was here, Professor Dinley, we talked
Yes,
about
yes.
Professor Dinley. I was praying like this. You will not catch fire, okay? Oh, shadow me. Let me not go out of your presence, oh Lord. I watched Professor Dinley like this. Like I was on fire. You will not break it.
No, I don't think there's anyone that can watch that movie from start to finish without feeling a need to pray. No.
Yes.
Have you seen? Sorry, wrong audience. Wrong audience.
Professor, like there's some movies, there are some movies that would literally change your life, that will set you on fire. That not only that would you just, I'm not just wasting my time. There are some movies that you would watch like this. I personally would not watch Abejoye.
Okay.
Have you
Yeah,
watched it?
Abejoye, no. You're
But
asking the wrong person.
No, like I think
No,
she
no,
was
have
talking
you-
to
Oh,
you.
okay,
not
me.
No.
He can't watch
Wrong
it.
person.
But like there's
No,
some movies
I've
that
not.
no, like I'm not really a big movie fan, but I select some movies, and again it's just like wiping out a whole industry. Do you know what that is? People put their soul, their money, their resources into making a movie.
But I think what he was talking about is more of the secular kind of film
Yeah.
Okay, so
industry.
and then you
Yeah.
pick your movies now.
Yeah.
You select.
But then the
Regardless of the movies you pick to watch, right? One thing, especially on Netflix,
Okay, Netflix.
the ideas
no.
are always very radical. Understand?
Like they
So
promote
I'm like,
nudity,
yeah.
unnecessary. Like you see
Very
some.
Nudity is
This
one part
thing
of
does
it.
not.
Like you're talking about, like there are some scenes that necessarily don't need a gay scene.
Yeah,
Like, and you
it's
just
like
want
now
to
everybody must have a
I'm
gay
telling
best friend or
you.
something.
So I'm like,
I'm telling
it's not
you.
me. I don't want to subscribe to, because this is one thing I will tell you. The main reason that most of us are, should I say, lenient to this thing now is we've fed ourselves with the movies over time.
Yeah,
Now it is
become
normalized in our mind. Understand? When this whole trend started, when they started including gay scenes in movies, it was like years ago, and people used to hate it.
Yes,
But now it's like very
normal.
normal. You can't see a
Yes.
movie without, and people are now open to the idea.
Anticipating it.
Yes.
So people are open to the idea, and I knew from like right from then. I think the last movie I actually saw, and you said, okay, you saw a movie, was Black Panther.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
So-
Man.
So after I finished Black Panther, I was like, nah, I don't want to watch like movies again. Understand? So since then up until today, I think for like full 2 years, I've not actually seen a movie. Like someone say, oh, there's this movie that is nice. Go and check it out. I'm not seeing it.
But what if your babe or your lady is a movie person? How do you?
She watch her movies. I watch
If
my movies.
if only relationship. No, go touch
No,
water.
no.
I said,
No, like it's part of life. You don't like it, and it's
You
like
compromise
it's
now.
quality time. That's where you can spend time together and
We can
just.
spend time doing other things, though. I mean, we can.
You
can
compromise.
do
Don't
artwork.
mind.
Thank you.
Maybe
If
because
you are
I'm not in a
doing strong.
relationship, so I
All
wouldn't
this
know.
man-
Oh, okay,
Yes, you
okay.
spend time and do all the thing.
All right, so I want to take. We have some comments here. Wisdom Rave. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. She says, "Hello, people. Hello." And then she said, "African parents don't care if you become president, or you will still watch plays." And then she said, "Easy and Adiola, our festival of live hosts that hate." Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we have celebrities in our midst, though. Like these guys did interview for Apostle.
Gigi.
Like you guys are celebrities, oh.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's our
it
lifestyle.
was very beautiful to have that
Yeah.
moment. I'm not even going to lie. Like, it's very unique. If you know Apostle is always very busy.
Yeah.
So for you to even have an audience and him coming up was very special for us. I mean, for me, I don't know if Odiola even
No,
was.
yeah, it was really,
Yeah,
and you
it
know
was-
that he didn't forget about me. Like, he
Yeah.
didn't forget my face. Because yesterday was book signing in church.
Okay.
And then when he saw me, he was not like, I've met you before. We've spoken before. I was like, yes, that's me. That's it. He was not like, you guys are really doing amazing. I was like, sir, my head is swelling.
When he even came to us that day, he said something. He said, I'm starstruck.
I'm sorry. I said, no, sir. You was that starstruck, sir. Starstruck.
No, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think most times we don't get to say this part. Apostle Femi Lazarus changed our lives.
Yeah.
My life in particular. Trust me, my life was a mess a couple of years ago until I started listening to him. And when I moved into Abuja, I was like, I need to be under this teaching, and it has transformed me. So I don't take that for granted.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah.
Honestly, like, I can literally, we will not live here. And you know we have to go. We will not live here. But yeah, a lot of things have changed. Yesterday, I was just talking to the people I go home, my friends. I was talking to them. I was just like, honestly, me before, I used to, vibes now. I was serious with things of God, but having to be committed to, coming to church, service, honor, all those things like that. We don't really place importance. Apostle was saying it, that we don't place importance on all of these things. Just feel like you can kabash, blah, 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 blah. Then as in all of these things are important. It shapes your character, it shapes your mindset, it shapes how you relate with people. And so all of these things put together has really, really transformed. Before it was just a matter of convenience. Now I see it more as a commitment. I see it as I'm meant to be, I'm meant
Yeah.
to be devoted.
Yeah.
I don't, it's not if I feel like, it's not something that has to do with my emotions. It's now
Yes.
different, and it's wonderful. It's like so beautiful. He
Yeah.
does not, I think he has an idea of how much he has transformed
Transformed
our
people's
lives, like,
life. I think
all over the world.
yeah, one of the amazing things for me is the fact that each message is as if someone goes to whisper in his ears that this is what this girl need at this particular time, or this is what she's going through. So all the messages are always like straight to the point, like this is what I need at this moment. Even the series we are currently on, the Sure Message of David, like you listen to stuff like in the media room, because I'm in the media department. So in the media room, I had my note out. I was drafting out stuff other than the message. I was drafting out stuff about my life, about my work. So that's the thing. Please come to Light Nation. Your life will be transformed.
Honestly,
Seriously.
you don't go transform, okay? You go
Your
to
life will be
transform.
transformed. In fact, listen to the message. Don't let it be as if we are just
Yeah.
talking about our listen to the message. I bet you your life will be transformed. It's not just spiritual transformation. Every aspect, the way you think is going to challenge the way you think. One of the books I want to get is A Crowd That Wants Small Thing. Yeah, so when you listen, you realize that you can actually do more. You can be more. Our faith journey is not limited to church alone. Yeah, God is calling us to go outside into the world, different sphere of influence, and take the place
I'm
for
telling
God.
you, that part, sorry to cut you
No.
short, that part is like the part that, so before I came to the church, I just started attending, like I said, conveniently. So being that I was attending conveniently, I did not really just know, I was just vibes now, you get, when I come to church and all of that. But when I now started to go deeper into like knowing the church, and also stewards training, I wanted to become a steward, and then I found out the mission of the church, raising end time
Armies, yes.
and it made so much sense, because that is exactly the mission, Apostle Femi Lazarus' mission, to raise different sphere of life in the political sector, in real estate sector, entertainment,
business, health,
every sector of life is raising children of God that can stand and make decisions. Because one of the things he told us during what he mentioned is that we would continually be under these people's policy, we would continually be under their mercy, because they are the ones making the policy, they are the ones making the decisions. So being that if we as children of God are put in places like that, we are put in head of this, where there's this minister here, there's this person here, do you know how much things will change? And then I'm like, oh, easy, how far you are the head in this thing, media, can we talk together, can we do something together, can we everybody is in alignment. That is transformation. That is ministry itself. And so it's very God has been good. God has been so good.
I think that's another thing about the faith. That's what we've missed, like years past. Our fathers, like we've focused so much on the spiritual perspective, like just don't do this, don't do that, and we've missed out on having people in strategic places. Now we have the wrong people there, so they are the one. That's why all this gay thing, like that's why it's prominent, because we don't have voices speaking for us there. And the reason we don't have that is not as if we don't have rich people, that like we have prominent people that are Christians, that are people of faith, but they've been taught to, like, just be calm,
you just have to accommodate most times. So but one of the biggest thing I think I would say is, or one of the biggest, I wouldn't call it mistake, because I think at the time it was needed, was when we were meant to believe that Christians do not belong in politics.
That's
I believe
a big
like one
one.
of the big, it's a big thing, because why? That gave other people of other faiths to immense power. And we have the policies we have today. And I think during what I mentioned, like she said, there was a time Apostle said something. He said one president can affect the life of over 200 million people. Because yes, you can go to the market and preach, which is beautiful, but there's only so much influence you can gather. But imagine one president that is of the same faith, what he can do at the place of that power. So generally speaking, I believe that when you come to Light Nation, let me say this. Come on, focus. When you come to Light Nation, it transforms your life. And when I say transform, Light Nation has given to me so much more. Like friends that we pray together.
Yeah.
Brothers, like we just sit down, we pray together, we hold hands, we talk. And it's not just about talk. We have conversations, deep conversations on influence level. What can we do? What can you do? You know, Light Nation has given me the opportunity to build myself personally, spiritually. As much as life is very spiritual, it's also very physical. So everybody has a calling in their place of ministry. Apostle would always tell you, not everybody's meant to hold the mic.
Yes. Yes, not everybody will
So
climb the altar.
wherever you are in your life, let it be your place of work, be a person of influence. And let's live a Christ-like life that people can exemplify your life. From your lifestyle, people can come closer to God. And I'll say this from my own industry. I've been opportune. I'm not the biggest community manager or smart contract developer in the blockchain space. But last year, some remarkable things happened in my life, some milestones. I became one of the first, if not the first Nigerian, to be on the platform of, we had DEF CON. It's a developers conference for blockchain devs and projects, major projects in the blockchain industry. You're talking about the likes of Ethereum, Polkadot, and my company, obviously. I was the one that actually hosted the day 2 of that conference in Thailand. It's not a privilege that anybody can just have. Like, do you understand what it means that you have like founders, billionaires, people that are like, you only see them on social media and maybe TV. You are the one calling them on stage to speak. And I was privileged to have that, last year, which gave me more opportunity, which scaled me up and all of that. So it just goes to show you that wherever you are in your industry, be a person of influence. And I remember I was having conversations. Now, people that are my mentees, or people that probably, I don't like calling myself a mentor because I don't think I'm cut out for that. But people that probably look up to me in my industry tell me, every time you talk, you always talk about God. I'm like, my life is God. If it's not God, what else? I'm not the smartest. I'm not the most hardworking. Understand? So everything you've seen in my life is, as much as I do my best, there's a God that takes me from here to here. So from there, people would always want to draw closer to God. Why? Because they see your lifestyle and you reference God in everything you do, and you're a success in what you do. It draws people closer. So it goes beyond just, you have to live the lifestyle. You have to call God, and you have to be successful.
Yes.
So that people can come closer to God through your success.
Wow. In depth. In depth. So back talking about Festival of Life, like I said, the celebrities in our midst, I would like us to do like a recap for the people that see. I told my people that my dress is so awesome that Vicky James.
Did you say that? No, yesterday, I heard when she told Pastor Nakale that she dressed to kill. Which dress?
Which
You people they won. You people, you don't have. You see,
she was bragging to Pastor Nakale.
No, Adiola, don't do me like this.
Okay,
yeah. So, thank you.
We don't do that.
No. The thing is, you guys, you were not looking at me with your spiritual eyes. Yeah, because I told you. I said that dress is going to be made by angels. So you need. No. You need
to kill.
Thank you.
Kill some demons.
Okay. You.
Thank you. So actually, what's your highlight from? Let's start from day one. How was it from the red carpet? You guys handled the red carpet scene, so you get to speak to the people, the beautiful attire, what inspired their dressing, their outfit, and all of that. So how was it?
I think for me, it was amazing. I think that's one of the key words. Okay, so day one, people went all out. People.
So it was really royal.
I'm telling you, like you could tell that people put effort. People did not want to. Who go carry last? Nobody can carry the last. So like it was amazing. People went all out. Then we had our opening ceremony. The opening ceremony was so beautiful.
Honestly.
It was dramatic. It was No, those guys are so talented. I think I'm saying it again. Those guys did excellently well. The opening ceremony was amazing. I think for me, my highlights in the 1 to 3 were the prophetic declarations. So I was telling my friend recently that in all the people that came to minister and give words for Light Nation Church, everybody said something in common. That was the shift that Light Nation has entered a shift. By the way, Light Nation clock 7 years.
Yes.
Yeah. So we entered into another dimension. Every single person that came, from Bishop Bimbo, that came to Apostle Oluchi, to Apostle Arome, to a lot of them that I don't even remember, every single person said there is a shift. Not just for Apostle and Pastor Mimi, but for every single member.
Yes.
You know, go join our church, K. Come on, join our church. Oh yeah, that was the thing that stood out for me, the prophetic declarations. And I know very well, as a Light Nation member, I can tell you that I have entered that shit. You don't enter.
Immediately.
But I would say
Immediately.
no waste time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, okay, let me start with the first day was really amazing. I think that's the key word, amazing, because I think I said something that day. I said if royalty had a name, it would be Festival of Life. Yes, because trust me, it was, people came out dressed. People came out looking amazing. People came out looking happy. People came out looking
that's the
good.
key word, happy. It's
Yes.
not just about the outfit. You can see like they were happy to be
Joy.
there.
Like, everybody was enjoying themselves. And I saw, I think I had the privilege. My favorite people actually on the carpet would be David and his mom.
Okay.
When I had to, give the mic to
Interview.
David, and I'm like, what are you expecting? And he said, I see people crippled on the road, and I believe that I can pray and they can be healed.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was done, I remember I did. That's a lot. Like, so it wasn't just a flare of royalty, it was the power. Understand? In Light Nation, we balance everything. That's one thing people don't. We balance.
Yeah.
It was amazing to see all of that. I mean, there was a word. Some people were certified from ISM.
Yes.
It was a whole lot.
Ordination.
Yeah. So it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed myself. And funny enough, I don't know how to dress. Like, I'm not the dress to kill kind of guy. I mean, you could see.
That
I'm not the dress to kill kind of guy.
To kill demons.
I like simple outfits, but that day I was told you have to come out.
Yes, come
I remember I
real.
was talking to Adola. Adola said, "What are you wearing?" I said, "See, I'm dressed like a psalmist. I carry agbada, put on netty. You understand? You walk. Did I look good?
you did.
You
Yes,
see?
you
So
did, you
I did my
did.
best, but people came out. I think we had a pastor that was dressed up in royalty, and I was like,
Yes.
where is this drip coming from?
I'm telling
It was
you.
beautiful. Then the word was very beautiful. Like Adiola said, it was everybody that came and said there was a dimensional shift. And even me, I felt it in my spirit. I went back home. Regardless of how good things might be, you want it to still get better. So I went back and I was like, God, this level is okay. I understand.
But
There's more.
Yes.
So I knew I was forging into
Yeah.
it. You might not see the result now, but there is
Yeah,
more.
You
it starts with the mindset. If you
Understand there
can
is more.
shift in your
So
mind.
when you're pushing yourself, you know that you have the spiritual backing.
Yes,
to that next
yes.
level.
There's
There is
word
more.
going before us and everything. I think, and one thing I noticed is that the word is not even from Festival of Life. If you notice the trend of the messages Apostle has been preaching, it's more like a preparation, even the Holy Ghost experience. So it's more like a preparation that Light Nation, we are shifting, not just Light Nation alone, the members, everyone, there's a
Everybody,
shift.
there's a
And another thing was there's an emphasis, there's a trend, like all the ministers, it's almost like they were saying the same thing in different words. So there's a pattern, and the same thing was what they were saying is like, God can take you from 0 to 100. Like, don't think you have to. It was Pastor Mimi, Pastor Miracle that made the is it Pastor Miracle or Bishop Anima Shaun? I'm not sure. Either one made the analysis of climbing up, like if you have to bishop, okay, like if you have to climb steps to go up, it's going to take effort. But imagine you are in it will take you high and everything without effort. So it just prepared my mind, like, Nigerians, we believe the hustle culture. You have to work, you have to strive, you have to do everything, which is good. We are not promoting laziness, but other than that, there's the aspect of God resting on what you are doing and just taking it higher and everything. So I think that's day 1. Day 2, how was it? Was it on day 2 or day 3 that you interviewed Apostle?
We interviewed on day 3.
Day 3.
Yeah, that was on Saturday.
Funny how that Saturday really failed that morning. I was like, Oluwa, this sleep goes sweet. I'm telling you, but I carried myself.
I mean, we came to church. We came to church and we were about to record. We were about to start, and Apostle was outside, like in the church auditorium, which is, you rarely see him.
Yeah.
So he walked up to us before we started and was like, "Are you guys shooting?" No, we said, "Oh, sir, give us a couple of minutes." Then we started shooting, and he was about to leave. We said, "No, sir, please." And he came, and before he came, it was just very powerful. Like, I remember I was there. I was starstruck. If you met Apostle,
I was the one that was supposed to interview.
I was starstruck, and Apostle is such an amazing, amazing person.
Honestly,
it's not just about
very,
being a
very
man
amazing.
of God. When you meet Apostle, the way he talks, and you're like, sometimes you want to keep quiet and just listen to him talk.
And he's so kind with words.
And he was like, and when he was talking, he was saying, "Why not mercy?"
Yeah, that's what he said.
And he did this. I'm like, no. Assuming we had time, we would have just kept our positive. Maybe that was where the preaching would have started from, because it was so beautiful. I'm not even going to lie. And I felt blessed. I felt blessed. And someone should ask me, what's your 2025 highlight? That's it. Last year, when we were handling carpet for Lights Camp,
okay,
I wasn't the one that interviewed Apostle. I was coming on my way, and I think it was one of us in Ibadan that interviewed Apostle. I was like, why not me? Why not me?
That's so, I know, it's like, that's so
and
That's
this
so
time around it
nice.
was me. I mean, come on. I felt blessed.
That's
I look at
so
that picture, I'm like, yes.
As in,
Yes.
frame it.
No. It's beautiful. I'm not even going to lie to you. It is.
So obviously, Light Nation, we're always doing better and better.
Yeah.
So 2026 is even going to be more than this.
Awesomely
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, so please don't miss it. And I think we have to go off at this moment. It's been a wonderful time talking to the beautiful Adiola and the handsome Easy. Don't worry. I've balanced it now.
You don't say thank you now.
Don't mention.
You.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, please like this broadcast, share with your friends, subscribe. We go live every Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, and other than that we also have very interesting shows, and also we have Easy. I don't know if you watch we have a Father's Day special that we uploaded on I think that should be Sunday. And they shared very insightful things that I think you guys need to check out. They talked about the struggles of men, what they go through, and how men don't really have the space to express themselves. So please check it out. Let's encourage our brother in the Lord. And also the men, so that they will feel heard. And also, Mr. Upgrade says, great time. Thank you so much. Till we'll come your way next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Food has a way of bringing people together. It's a universal language that transcends borders and cultures. But when you have great food with great minds, the conversation is truly unforgettable. Welcome to Pray, Love, Eat, where we sit down with some of the most fascinating people on the planet and have conversations that are just as inspiring as the meals. And we're doing this at nowhere else but Farm City. Let's go take a look.
Good morning. Welcome to Farm City, Abuja.
I never knew I was going to face the same struggle. You might be facing the same struggle right now. Millions of people have faced the same struggle without figuring it out until death took them away. The struggle of figuring out who you are and clearly describing who you are without mentioning what you do or what you've ever done. Join me on Ambience TV every Saturday as I walk you through the journey of discovering and living your purpose without the struggle of living.